Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to my live. My name is Neka, and here today's topic is why most people are stuck and they can't go past 10K. So, most women are stuck not because they lack effort or they lack consistency. There's this invisible block that literally holds you under the 10K radar. And today I'm going to expose that and get ready. This will probably change the way you look at your content, the way you look at your business, and hopefully have the right mindset and attitude and strategy to help you so you can start making consistent 10K every month. So, here, beautiful souls, welcome to my life. If you've been trying to hit 10K, even before you build a consistent just before you build a consistent income or just landing, you're not alone. I know everybody talks about 10K as if it's like this magic thing. You can just start your channel or have a business idea, start creating content, start posting, and voila, 10K just rolls off the back of it. I wish it was that simple. If it was, we will be doing it, right? And here today, I'm going to walk you through the real reason you are stuck, the real reason you are not seeing that 10K consistently. And it's not to do with the motivation, and it's not to do with your discipline, because you are disciplined enough, and it's not to do with lack of time. Because there's one quiet block that literally holds more. Dare I say, most working moms trying to have an online gig or side hustle, call it what you like, whether they're beginners or they're even further down the line on their business. There's that invisible thing that is kind of like holding you back and stopping you. And once you understand it, everything literally shifts. That will happen for me. Everything it's more like, okay, this is what I need. This is the block I need to kind of like move me forward. Everything shifted, and that's what I would love to share with you guys today. You know, so it's not necessarily more work, or it's not necessarily more of this or more of that. It's just necessarily knowing what you need to put in place in order for you to start to do that. Because for person as a mom, I don't want to work in long hours, let's be honest. But if I have a system that can literally show me and help me to free up my time so I can have more time with my son, I'm like, wow, I'm in, right? So, and the real block is literally is when you don't have a clear system. That's the real block. It's not it's not all the other million and one things. That's the block. So it's not the consistency, it's not the mindset, and it's not the fear. It's lack of system, lack of a system. Most women, because you're trying to build back, you're trying to do, you're trying to build, as I say, backwards. You're trying to do 2,000, 10,000 tasks on one single income path, or no, sometimes very little money. But once you start to understand that, if you haven't got if you're creating content that is not converting, and you're working hard but you haven't got a strategy, you're reacting, you're not building. It's like going to it's like going to an architect and say, okay, build me, just build me a house. It's like, okay, how much have you got? Where is the land? Oh, just build me a house. Okay, yeah. And then, but if you have a structure, if you have a foundation, if you have the understanding, the foundation of this is the business and these are the strategy, and I've got a strategy, I've got a system, then everything becomes easy. But as a lot of us try to do before it's almost like strategy. What is that? A lot of people don't even understand what the word strategy means. So let alone having a strategy. A strategy is basically you got a goal. Let's say you want to make 10K every month. Okay, what's your path to that 10K? What are you going to do to get the 10K? What's the strategy of that? And that call it your action steps. Do you need more schooling? Do you need to get more knowledge? Do you need a mentor? Do you need a coach? Do you need a system? If you need a system, do you need to build in the habits? All these are strategies. Whether it's marketing 3 times a week, or you're doing cold calling, all that has strategy. Or you're going to do organic marketing strategy, or you're going to go for a done for you product strategy. So, and whatever you choose to build to kind of like help you go from where you are, and it's systematized. That's your strategy. Pen and paper is still a strategy, So a 10K month comes from simple, repeatable processes. The system. When you can repeat, you had the word rinse and repeat. That's what rinse and repeat. That's the secret to that 10K a month. It's consistency, but you're rinsing and repeating the same process. Because if you done it once, they can do it again. All you're doing is just getting better and better at it. So if this makes any sense to anybody on the live, just drop in the comment. And also drop in the comment where you're all watching me from. I'm in the UK, so where are you all? Canada, United States, Australia. No, drop in the comment, my friends. Drop in the comments. So sometimes we always say, "Oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. Nick, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know." You're not overwhelmed. Your brain is just literally trying to help you scale a business that cannot scale because you haven't got a structure. That what builds the overwhelm. So you're trying to do something that you haven't got the right systems in place to help you. But once you have the right structure, the right system in place to help you, that takes over. The overwhelm literally goes away. Overthinking goes away. You know what to do every day because now you have got structure. Because as I say, structure builds freedom, right? That's what one of my mentors says. Structure is equals to freedom, and that's what you need. A system that gives you the structure so you can consistently show up and build your business for the life you want to live for yourself and your family. That's it. Because immediately you start to have the structure, you have a system. No more procrastination, no more overthinking. You don't freeze. You don't go into that, what I call self-sabotage momentum. Today, you go for it for 2 weeks. You're going all out. Then for the rest of the month, or even one and that, you crash and burn. It's like, oh no. But it means you have a system in place. That all that goes away. No procrastination, no overthinking, no freezing, and you don't self-sabotage because there's also support built into that system for you. Yes, there is support built into the system for you. Hence, you don't self-sabotage. Because why? Because you got other people you can talk to, you got people you can reach out to, and that's the beauty of having a business that comes with support, having a structure, having structure, having strategy. That what comes in because it takes away because self-sabotage is one of the biggest things we all see it. I've been a casualty of that. The number of times I've literally sabotaged my life. As I always say to myself, I always say it's like adding sand to your rice. If you have tried eating rice that has got sand in it, it's like what? Exactly, and that's why I say it's like adding sand to my rice. Like, why do I do it? Why do I do that? Because we're kind of like clutching and hoping that something will work, and that because of your clutching and you're running 100 miles an hour, trying, okay, if I do, this is gonna work. This is it. This is gonna be the thing. This is gonna be the thing. But then you crash and burn. And then he's like, okay, instead of taking those actions, like, oh yeah, maybe I'm on Netflix. So I can pick my child up from school. I prepare dinner. I do my email. Maybe I read a book. Maybe. And the time just goes by, right? And that's why when you have a system in place that supports your growth, literally just supports you, everything literally changes, right? That's what your sometimes our body keeps us safe because, as I always say, our body is not designed for success. This human body that thank God, is designed for survival. Why? Because in the primitive days, all we have to do is survive. You don't want to be eaten by something else. You don't want to be squashed by something else. So we're wired for survival, not for success. So hence the comfort zone is in. Comfort zone is nothing. It's nothing bad about the comfort zone. That's your body's way of saying, "I'm keeping you safe here because this is what you know. This is what we know. So let's just stay where we are." So because for you to go past that, you need to do something different, and then your body will learn a new comfort zone. But all this comes with having a system, because when you have a system, what the first thing your system does is it brings calmness to your actions, to your day. And when you have a calm body mind, you have clarity. You can think straight. You can breathe. You can laugh. You can see the joy in even in your small mistakes. Okay, that post doesn't look right. Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought I did that. And my post has gone like it's got spelling mistakes. It's okay. Why? Because it's okay, because next day you get better and better. It's not going to crush you this time. You know. And then when you do that, when you start to do that and consistently, you start to build the cash flow, because clarity. You need the calmness of mind. As I said, calmness of mind is one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom. What's wisdom? Wisdom is just knowledge, right? But when you have that calmness of mind, there's clarity in your thought process, there's clarity in your actions. You're not fighting, you're not pushing. You're going with the flow. You know what to do every day because you got a system. There's a structure for you, Structure, as I said, such structure also builds integrity. You know for fact that I know this is a plan, and you know where you're going, and that starts to build your consistent cash flow. Because in the past, You be kind of like being fed with all these ideas you see everywhere and anywhere. You know, post every day, show up every day, hustle harder. Everything is hard, hard, hard. And I've always asked the question, why must life be so hard? Why must it be hard? I was asking because I was looking for a system, just like you are. I was looking for a system because I didn't I didn't believe that it has to be this hard. I don't I know I have to learn something, but it's like all this forcing. Why must we force? Why must life be such? It's almost like pushing a boulder up the hill. Why? And when you add God to the mix, whether you got God, Allah, Buddha, when you add that supreme power into the mix, it's not meant to be this hard. It's not meant to be a life for struggle. And that's what thing I have believed. Please drop in the comments. Even if you're watching this on the replay, do you believe life is meant to be hard? Just say yes or no. Because when you have a system, it's not hard. All you have to do is just follow this system. Literally follow the system, and literally you too will see your own consistent cash flow. And that was all I've been looking for, and that's what I want to share with you. I've been looking for that. So I knew it doesn't have to be. I don't have to, because by trying to post everywhere, that just builds more overwhelm. And more overwhelmed leads to, okay, maybe today I'll do Facebook, maybe today I'll do this, I'll do that tomorrow. It's just too much. But the real sequence to 10K, consistent 10K months is have a simple product, one system, one traffic source, daily actions, and that leads to your conversion strategy. That is it. Have one is everything, one of each, and you just go at it consistently. And it's very simple to scale, because when you start to do that, all that chaos, all that madness just melts away, right? Literally. And that's what I want for you, because you're already working 9 to 5. You already got children. You're already taking after the family. Taking care of your family, taking care of maybe your extended family, and then you add your job to the mix, and then there's you in the whole process. You don't need any more chaos. You just need a simplified system that will literally take all that away. And that's what I'm here to show you, that once you have a system in place, there's calmness, there's clarity, and then there's consistent cash flow. So and because for me personally, my 10K months, I have always said simplicity. And that's why I love it. For me personally, I digress a bit. That's why I love German engineering. It is so simple. The lines are so clean. There's beauty in simplicity. Literally, there's beauty in simplicity. Not too many moving parts. And of course, there's also when a part is like, okay, I already got 3 parts to this thing, so I know. As I'm having a complex system, simplicity just works. Literally, in this business, for me personally, it works. And I don't think as already an overloaded parent, you want to add more complexity to your life, So let me break it down, the 2-hour workday for you. 20 minutes content, right? Create content for 20 minutes. Then you got engagement, 20 minutes. You go into your preferred channel, you engage. Then you do your nurturing, whether it's email or going to your community. And then you create your content for another 60 minutes. That's it. That's it. 3 tiny steps, huge results. That's it. That is it, my friends. And once you figure out, okay, that's all I have to do. Yes, that's all you have to do. That's it. And the thing is, we think we're trying to overcomplicate things, right? But when you figure out, oh my God, okay, I'm going to take an hour to create 3 pieces of content. Okay, that's okay. And then I'm going to do some nurturing. I'm going to do some engagement. Or you could just do, or what you could do, because engagement and nurturing are kind of like similar things. You said 20 minutes to go into the store and just go learn something for 20 minutes, listen to a video, and that's it. As I said, it's simple, right? I do simplicity. I am the queen of simplicity. I like things very, very simple. I try not to do anything complex, And once you can tap into your future self, yourself that you already in your mind's eye, you can see it, you can even taste it, you can smell it. You can even touch it. Tap into that person, because you and I know that person exists. You and I literally know that woman, that person exists in another dimension, space, or time. And having a system that can help you collapse time so you can get to them quicker. You can get to that your future self quicker. That's what I want to help you guys do in this life. To help you collapse time. So you too can now start to earn that money, recurring income you need to pay off your debts. Go and have those amazing holidays. Even move house, start another business or multiple businesses, or even quit your 9 to 5 job if that's what you so want or so wish. Because you see, when you have clarity, you have ease, then everything, literally everything rolls up behind that. But this system, this complete total 2 hour system gives you the structure. You know where you're going, you know what you're doing every day without fail. And there's support for you. So you're not trying to do this all by yourself. There is literally support for you here. And that's what I love about this business. Having people come in here that, there's accountability, there's a community. You don't have to figure it out all by yourself. Literally, there is no need. There is absolutely no need for you to try and figure all this out by yourself. I'm here, and there's a community to support, and there's only a bigger community. It's like it's like having a house, and another house inside you. So we're inside a huge compound. There's community support, and I want you to tap into that, because on the days you're feeling a bit fragile, on the days you're feeling you're not quite sure, that's where you tap into the community. Because in my mind, the way I look at life is quite simple. As I say, you guys, I do simplicity. If he or she can do that, and I have an interest in that they are doing, so can I. Unless I have absolutely no interest in what they are doing, I just watch and say, yeah, I just watch for entertainment. But if it's something that I know, they're doing that. And that's what, so when you're in the community, you see other moms succeeding. You see single moms, working moms, bereaved, widowed, whatever, all having different challenges, even working 9 to 5, juggling children, childcare, jobs, aging parents, and you see them succeeding. You too, it is possible for you, because everybody's following the same system, and there's support for you, and that's what I want for you. I want you to have that 10K consistent month, without the overwhelm, without the procrastination, without hoping. Hoping means it's somewhere out there. I want you to know that it is here for you. The reality is here. You can see it, you can feel it, you can taste it. That's what I want for you. So how would 10K a month? What would it do for you? Think about it. How would a 10K a month you behave today? If you consistently make 10K every month, how would you behave? No, what would you be saying? And who will you be saying that what you're saying to? What will you be wearing? What will you be wearing? What will you be feeling in your body, in your bones? How would you even carry yourself? What kind of identity has that 10K mom have? What identity have you got? What's your level of confidence? What's your level of excitement? Who are you impacting? Because I want you to start to imagine, to see in your mind's eye that person, because you are that person. There's not someone else. You are that person. I'm talking to you today. It is you. You can do this. So if you want to hit your first 10K this month in a way that feels calm, structured, and beginner friendly, I am offering free personalized 10K plan on all my calls today. I will help you sit down. I can map out your 2 hour day routine step by step. So just put in call in the comments, and I will literally get back to you, and we can start to put those structures together, because structure equals freedom, and consistency equals cash flow. Take care, and bye for now.